Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jenny and I'm from Cricklewood Crossing. I'm very grateful for the opportunity that I could be with you today. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Utah and just loving the sun after having such cold weather. I'm hoping everyone back east or everyone in other parts of the country are enjoying their day. I want to start off first to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it so much that you would spend some time with me and look at the things that I have been making and purchasing, I should say too. I want to start off with just let you know a few things. It's been a tough week. I had started a new job, like I told you in my last video. I started working back at a nursery, a garden centre that I worked with before, and we just yesterday I had to work. We had gotten in like anywhere from 300 to 400 bare root roses, and a group of us had to prune and pot them, and my job was pruning them. So by myself I pruned over 300, nearly 400 roses and I've got some battle scars to show. I've got some blisters and some open wounds, and this morning I woke up and I couldn't even kind of grab or hold anything. So I've damaged my stitching here, and I hope it won't be too bad. It is, oh my gosh, it is aching so bad, just from, you know, pruning all the roses. I had to just kind of prune the roots and then just deadhead them, getting ready of them, and then the rest of them just potted in the pots, ready to put them in the greenhouses to come out here to sell for summer. I love gardening. When we had our farm, I was a big avid gardener, but now I don't really have a huge yard that I can plant much, so I kind of have a lot of house plants and things like that. So, but I still love my gardening. I love flowers and colour, and my favourite colour in the garden is yellow. It just kind of makes everything pop. And so it's been a tiring weekend and I'm sitting here thinking of all the things that I could talk to you about before I head off and go to church. I'm just want to thank everyone who commented on my videos so far, and for commenting or liking my Instagram pictures or posts, I should say, and for those who have commented and said some things on my little post that I posted on Stitching with the Housewives. I will talk a little bit more about that. Some people have asked me about one of the patterns that I've been working on, and where I got it from and fabric and everything. So I'll talk about that in a second. Well, to start with, I just wanted to give a few big thank yous to some people who mentioned me on their channels the last couple of weeks since I've last produced my last video. I want to thank the Sunshine Stitchers. I love the three of them. They're so funny together, and they work on such a wide, diverse range of patterns that I really like watching them banter and work together. I really enjoyed having my daughter here with me last week. She didn't want to do it this week. She's done a few things. She's mostly been bobbinating all week. She her and myself had gone to Joann's when we had some great coupons, and just was picking up all of our floss. And I know now that she's completed a set, so she's been sitting there bobbinating basically all week, and she was working on her Halloween pattern and made one little error. Isn't that funny? Just one little error that, excuse me for a second. The one little error that she had to frog quite a few letters and a pumpkin. You know, really she probably didn't have to, because it was not that badly off, but she's a little bit of a perfectionist like me, and she decided to frog it and start that section off again. So hopefully in the future she'll come back and join me. I really enjoyed having her with me. I also wanted to thank Victoria's Creative Crafts. She had mentioned me in her channel, and also Kay's Cross Stitch. It's always nice when people just mention you and gives you encouragement to continue going forward. There's so many of us out there that are doing these videos, and sometimes you think, well, mine are not as good enough as the others and stuff like that, or you might think other range, but we're all talented in our own way. And I think about how lucky we are to be able to create such beautiful pieces in our cross stitch pieces. I'll tell you a little story a little bit later of a lady and her husband that my daughter met first, and we'll go from there in a minute. I also want to thank Pam and Steph. They mentioned me on their channel as well, and I'm really glad that they liked the gift that I sent them. So I just are grateful for those who are very supportive in this area. Forgive me if I'm feeling a little bit off, because I'm just really tired and exhausted today. And when I get it like that, I get a bit emotional. So, but everything's good. Everything's really good. Just really tired, guys. So anyway, I was going to tell you a little bit of a story. Probably a couple of weeks ago, I should say. My daughter was in Joann's and she was picking up some floss, of course, and a husband and wife come up to her and mentioned that had asked her if she was interested, like if she does cross stitch, and she had mentioned that she does, and they had said to her that they had a whole bunch of magazines and a few books and a whole bunch of floss that they were selling, and if she was interested in it, because the wife now couldn't do cross stitch anymore, and they asked us if we were interested, if we wanted to buy them. So she called me up and we said yeah. So we went out to this property. It was a beautiful farm out in the country near the mountains here in Utah. And I felt like home when I was walking in. There was all these sheep and some horses, and it really made me miss the farm. But they were such a lovely couple. We had a wonderful, I think it was like nearly 3 hours, 2 hours or something. My husband was calling me, wondering where we were, making sure we were safe. But we went out there, and they were such a lovely couple. And why she couldn't do it anymore is she had found out that she had ASL. And it just made me this weekend appreciate it, after hurting my hand doing all the roses, how lucky we are that we can still produce our cross stitches. And she was such a wonderful lady, and she had in her home, they had in their home a lot of punch needle patterns that she had done on the wall, and she was having a few looms that she was trying to sell, because she couldn't do this anymore. So I'm just grateful that I can still do things in my life. And sorry, it made me appreciate the blessings in my life that I do have. Anyway, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I hope my talented son can kind of piece this in together now. Sorry, I just had to compose myself a little bit there. Anyway, a couple of things that I want to show you. One time in one of my channels before, I had spoken to you about how my daughter and myself go to the Wood Connection here in Utah and pick up a few little pieces and do things together. Well, as I was falling asleep at my computer yesterday, my daughter did a little piece for me that I had bought when we went together. And I don't really normally display a lot of this in my house, but I just thought it was really cute, and I just thought, oh, I'm just going to put it on one of my little cupboards, and I just thought it was really cute. It was a little leprechaun and a shamrock. How cute are those? So she paid them up and put them all together for me, so I'm very grateful for that. But I just thought they were really cute. They kind of go with the same ones like I have up here, my moose and my fox and everything like that. They have such some really cute designs, and we have picked up a few that we'll probably do over a period of time. don't do a lot of them, but sometimes we just like to sit down and do them together. But I really like that little leprechaun. Okay, let's get started. Maybe I'm having a hard time this week because also I started a little cross stitch where I'd posted it on my Instagram account and said, can anyone tell me, or does anyone know what season I'm stitching at the moment? And of course it looked like a Santa, and I'm always loving doing my Christmas projects, but this one was a little bit different because it was Santa and the 4th of July together. Now, the patterns that I've been working on, these books are quite old. They're back in the 1990s and they're back in the 2000s. And so probably a lot of you seasoned stitchers out there have worked on these designs before. I've seen them before. But since I'm kind of new to it, I have found them and I really love doing them. So I hope you kind of don't get a little bit thinking, oh, we've already seen them, because there's so many designers out there creating new things. But I really love these little old world Santas that I have been doing. Now, I have a problem, and I'm hoping you guys can help me here. It's never happened to me before, but when I was looking at the pattern, I don't know if I've cut it wrong or the count was wrong or whatever, but I had nearly finished one of these Santas. It was a Santa on the 4th of July. I'll show you in a second. But I am running out of fabric. Now, I don't know how to, or I don't know if I should, and I don't want to start it again because, oh my gosh, there's like 4 reds, 4 blues, 4 creams and whites, the 3 yellows in this just one little tiny pattern, and I don't want to start it again because it took me forever. But I'm thinking the way it is, it's the Santa and he's holding the American flag, and it comes around the back of him. He's holding around the back of him, so he's got his hand up like this. Now down this side, part of the flag is waving, and I can cut part of that off, and I can just barely get his hand in up the top. And so I'm thinking maybe I'll just cut part of it off to do this one, because I have another 2. The other 2 I've already cut this piece, but man, they're getting discarded, and I'm going to put a bigger piece in. I've learnt from this now, guys. It's funny because I've always done like 3 inches more all the way around, but I don't know what happened on this one. Anyway, so I'm thinking I was going to make them as ornaments, but then I looked at them as kind of big ornaments. So I might kind of just get a little frame, like a little red or navy frame or something like that, and frame this. But it's going to be so close to the edge. Has anyone got any ideas what I could do to kind of make this work? If not, I think that's what I might do and learn from the experience. But I just thought he was so cute. I haven't finished him, and I haven't done any of the back stitch, but the colours I love, and I just think he's adorable. So let me get a white piece of paper so you can see. Here's my little one. So yes, I was doing Christmas that I had posted on my Instagram account, but it was also 4th of July, some of my favourite holidays. So I love 4th of July onwards. I love 4th of July, and then I love when the pumpkins come out, and then one of the favourite seasons is Christmas. So here he is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did it. I really didn't. I was getting so close. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to make it. And I've got all this space on this side and hardly any space on this side. And so his hand will come up here, and it'll just barely come down where I've actually stitched here to keep it from fraying, but it'll come around. But I just love the colours, all the different reds and all the different blues. The flag just pops. So if anyone has any idea what I can do, I mean, I've heard people say they've joined fabric, but I'm thinking I might just kind of cut the pattern off a little bit, make him into a little frame, and then learn from my experiences and make the other 2 fabrics bigger, because there's another 2 that are really cute that go with the set. So if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments and see if you can help me save my Santa. Excuse me, I've still got a little bit of a cold from a few weeks ago. So there's my Santa. The next one that I've been working on, my works in progress. I've still got all these little bags that I've been putting my works in. Now this one I had showed you in my last video as well, that I wanted to, I think I'm not sure if it was my first one or second one that I wanted to work on. Well, I started it, which was the Madame Chantil fast food with the sheep. Just love it. I didn't do any of the called for colours at all. I just did it all classic colour works in the colours that I liked. And I've only just done one of the little sheep, which was the little second sheep right here. So I'll just show you that one. Oops, the floss is all hanging over it. Put that one down there like that. There you go. Put that behind so you can see. So there's one of my little running sheep with his fast food on his back. I just think they're adorable. And so I've got a long way to go. I am hoping that the 4 sheep fit on this pattern. It's made me nervous now that I've done the Santa. So I'm hoping that this one works out, because that's a lot of white as well. Not a lot compared to some of these pieces, I guess. But there's some white on there too. So here is my fast food that I've been working on. So really am enjoying that one. So I'll put a white piece of paper in there as well. So there's that one. In one of my last videos as well, let me just put this one together, all that one together. Put them on the floor down here. I haven't done any more. I've done a little bit of back stitching on this one. I've left a lot of room with these, and now I know that this set of 9 Santas that I've been working on are going to fit on the pieces that are there, so I can use a couple of the other pieces on this because it's the same fabric. But there's my one of my little Santas that I had been working on as well, with my little beautiful sunflower project bag. So I haven't done much on that. Going back to work at my new job has just been exhausting. Normally I could stay up until 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and stitch and still get up in the morning and go to work when I was at the chiropractor. But now that I'm working at the nursery, I come home and by 10:30, 11 o'clock, I've had it, guys. I'm really tired. But thoroughly enjoying it. Now, I have had a lot of questions, or have had some questions and a lot of beautiful comments and likes for this that I had posted on my Instagram account and on Stitching with the Housewives. I love sunflowers, as you know. I love the brightness of it. I love it because also my husband is colorblind and his favorite color is yellow. So sunflowers fit perfectly everywhere with us. So the one that I had been working on was this one here. It's only a little tiny piece that I started. It's just one of the beginning of the first sunflower. But people have asked me where I got it from. Well, when we went to see the husband and wife who has ASL, we had bought off of her, I don't know, probably 30 to 40 of these cross-stitch and country craft magazines, which are really old. This one is the July and August of '92, and this is where I got this pattern. So some people have been asking me on different places where I've got the sunflower pattern. So this was the one that I got it out of. We went through, we had such a fun time, Kiara and myself, looking through these magazines and picking out which ones we like. That's what I love about it. I just love, we have all such different tastes, and if I can find it, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. We have all such different tastes, and I just love going through an old magazine like this and picking out which ones that I want to do later. But this is the one here, guys. It's called Bouquet of Sunshine, and I just love it because it's really old, antique-y looking, and the yellows on the brown, after I do some of the brown threads, are going to really pop. So it says be thankful. Now I am using all the DMC colours that are called for in this pattern. And then someone had asked me what the material was that I use. Now, at the moment, I've been a little bit of a cheapskate. I've been dyeing my own colours, or just getting, you know, some from Joann's when they're on sale, like 40 and 50% off. And I've been buying up every time I see it, especially when I've got a coupon of 40, 50% off. I've been buying it, and this is the fabric I've been using a lot on my Santas, and this one here is this one here. It's just Joann's Even Weave 28 count mushroom. Now, normally it's like $9.50 a packet, but when you get a coupon for 50% off or 40% off, and if my daughter's not buying it using her 50% because she's just getting floss, I'll get her to throw another packet in for me. So I get them for like $4.75. So, and they're quite big pieces. They are 20 inches by 27 inches. So, you know, it's kind of like an antique-y, nice colour. I'm interested in maybe trying to dye, you know, tea dye or something this colour as well, just to see how it would come out, you know, have different shades in it rather than just being the plain. But those have been asked me. So this is what I've been using. It's the Joanne Even Weave 28 count mushroom. And that is the one that I've been working on. I absolutely love it. And for those that wanted to know, it was from the July-August 1992 Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. All right. So, like I said, I haven't been working on a lot, but as you guys know, before I had done any of this, I was a big a quilter, I should say. And I had been taking the quilting class again just to hang out with like-minded people. I would love to know if, you know, anyone in Utah, or if there's any stitching groups here or any retreats. I would love to go to some retreats and stuff, but I don't know any of them here. I know we have Shepherd's Bush, and there's a few Flosstubers from here. So if any of those do, you know, watch my channel, and if there's any groups around the Orem or Provo, or I'm willing to travel, you know, a little bit of a distance to go to maybe some stitching groups if anyone has them, so I can be with like-minded people and just enjoy everyone's company. So that's why I guess I took this quilting class as well. And so it's a block a month, and we've only had well, second month, of course, but I've picked out, well, there was two colours. There was like blacks and like the aqua colours, and then there was the autumn colours. And of course I chose the autumn colours. Well, at first I had the blacks and aquas actually, but then when I looked at it, I kind of changed my mind. And so I've been putting them together. So what I thought I might do is every month I might just show you the block that we're doing, and at the end show you what the quilt looks like when we finish it at the end of the year. And I just really enjoy getting back with working with fabrics again. I used to, when I had my own business, I used to go to actually all the warehouses and that produce the fabric and pick up bolts of fabric all the time, and then cut them up into fat quarters for my business that I did. And so I love to match colours, and I just really enjoy this. Now, I posted this on my Instagram, so those that might follow me on Instagram might have seen some of these anyway. So this was the first January block that I really liked. So there's that one. And the February was a little bit more detailed. Was this one? So together they look really cute, and some, you know, throughout the whole lot of the quilt, they'll be blended together. So we've got these together like this. So they have the finished quilt already up in the shop, so we can see which, you know, square we're going to do each month, and some of them are beautiful, so I can't wait to actually continue on them. It's the first Saturday of every month in one of our sewing centres here. So throughout of it, I might show some of the quilting things that I do as well. So that was that one. Now, I was just been working on little different projects. I have lots of little things kitted up. Now, I'm not normally a person that works on a whole bunch. I do, you know, one project, get it finished, and then I continue on with another one. But I have like 5 project bags that have got things in there. And so at first I was kind of kitting them up in our floss, you know, these little things like this, and kitting them up because I'd seen someone do that like that before, and I just thought it was a nice idea. But then I had my normal ones all out, and then I had all these, and it was just getting so confusing. So as well, when I go to my my second-hand shops and look around, I've been picking up, like I said before, I showed you on one of them with my classic colourworks and that, but I've been picking up these little tins. So I've got a few of them, look. And I have been putting like each design in these little tins, and I just throw the thing in there and work on it. So this one's the one from the sunflowers that I'm working on, but they're only like 50 cents or $1, and so it's really cute just to have a cute little tin. Can you see why I picked up this one? Of course, there's my antique Santas again. I just think they're really cute. And they kind of look nice around as well. You can kind of sit them around with things. This big one that I got, I just thought it was really cute. The Starry Night. This one's quite a lot bigger than this one, I'll show you. And so that, and do you want to see what I got in this one? I'm not looking forward to this, but I'll show you what I got in my little surprise tin here. Look. I don't know how many floss are in this one, but all these need to be bobbinated. And every now and then when I go get a few, I quickly bobbinate them. But this is what I have to work on, and this tin is quite full, and I'm thinking, I've probably still got another quarter of the amount to go before I even get a whole set. But it's funny because a lot of them are all the ones that I haven't got are all the real pastel bright colours. Now, it's not that I don't like them, but I kind of left them to last and just picked out all the other colours that I like. Look. So they all need to be bobbinated, I should say. And I'm keep on putting it off. So maybe I might have to take a weekend and just sit down and do it. So that's what's in this big tin of mine. There. So those tins are really cute. I really like them. Now, I was going to show you some of the things that I had picked up, some patterns I had picked up and stuff like that. When I was out shopping one day, I saw this. Oh, let me just go back a little bit. How many years would it be? Maybe, I don't know, 12, 15 years. My husband sometimes would sit down and do some rug hooking. Rug hook? That's it, rug hooking. And he has done like a big American eagle when we were in Australia with a flag. He's done me a beautiful pansy, which is going to make into a cushion. He's done a Winnie the Pooh for our daughter. And when I was walking through Joann's one day, I don't know if I just bought it or he got it for a gift. I can't remember. But I saw this and we picked it up and gave him something to work on. Because at night sometimes my daughter's in there on the couch cross-stitching. We're cross-stitching together and he's just sitting there and he's like, I want to do something. I want to do one. So we got him back into rug hooking. Now I've been looking at some of the sites like Teresa Koga and some of the others that I've been looking, and they've got some beautiful rug hook patterns that I'm going to get into. But I picked up this one. Now it's really bright, and what he did is he stitched it under and made it into like a mat. And we're going to, what I really like is, I'm just fluffing it up here, hold on. I really like it. I'm going to put it, when we get our RV, in the kitchen or the bathroom. I'm sure make it colourful anyway, but look at this. Oh my gosh, it's sunflowers again. I told you I love sunflowers. But how cute is that? And that's going to really brighten up in front of our kitchen or in our bathroom when we finally get our RV. So it's given him something to do and given me some cute little gifts to put in the house, or in the RV I should say. Right now, our daughter found one at the second-hand shop, at the DI shop. It was a little cat's head, and it was like $1, and he finished that. Now he's working on a huge, I think he did get that one for a gift. It was a huge deer's head, and it's just beautiful. So I've been picking out, I want him to do some pumpkin one for me and a sheep one. So at least I've got someone to make my rugs for me, which is really exciting. I really like that. Okay, another thing I just want to show you. These patterns I bought them, I don't know, a couple of months ago. I don't buy a lot of patterns. Like if I want something, I'll buy it when I want it. I don't just buy a whole heap and just stack them there. I also like going through a lot of magazines. I've also been doing a lot of Santas from these leisure art books that I've been collecting. But these are a couple that I haven't showed you, I don't think yet, that I have there. So then when I finish one of them, I'm going to work on them. Probably one of them closer to Christmas. But I often have showed you, and I don't know if I showed you this one or not, Jardine Privy, which is a French designer. I like her little designs a lot, and I picked up the Halloween ones, and I picked up, I think I showed you the house sampler in my last video. Well, what had happened is I had ordered a whole bunch of floss off of her site, and it got sent out from France to our here, but I don't know, I shouldn't say this because my husband's a mailman, but we've been having problems with the mail system. That's kind of funny that because my husband's a mailman, and I'm still working on that mailman Santa on the special delivery one for him. But we've been having problems with like certified mail, I guess that is what you call it here, where you're supposed to sign for it, that they're not getting signed for, and they're going back to the post office. And then so my floss came here from France to America, got supposed to have been said it was delivered twice, which there was no card or anything left for us. And so then it got sent back to the post office, and then they sent it back to France. So I was like, I am not going to worry about this again. That's crazy. So when I contacted her, Natalie, we made a little deal, and with how much I had spent, I got a few more of her patterns. These two are not from the ones from the cross stitch. These are two that I purchased before, but I also have three samplers that I haven't, because they're just PDFs, that I haven't printed off yet, that I want to work on, which is really cute, which is like a sewing one, a gardening one, a house one, I think. But these are the other two that I got, and I just want to show you. So this is from a French designer, Natalie Chizon, whatever it is, but it's under Jardin Privé, which is really cute. This is a patchwork one, and my favourite bird is an owl. So this is really cute. Can you see? So it's a little sampler with the owls. I'll probably change up the colours a little bit because they've got a little bit pastel, but I'll probably, I don't know, I kind of like it with the little blue. It kind of makes it pop. So that's one of the ones I purchased a few months ago. And like I said, I've got three that I need to print off yet that are PDF. And this one I got because everyone was doing these, or where I had seen everyone doing these, and I really liked them. And this is the seasons done in a Christmas globe, I think it was, yeah. This one. So I'll probably work on this one getting a bit closer to Christmas. I really like those. So there were two that I purchased that I hadn't showed you yet that I will work on later on. I had mentioned to you before that I really like Amish quilts, and I had found this one, which is a leisure art pattern as well. I seem to be really liking their designs. I found this one at, where did I find this one? Oh, Hobby Lobby, and used a coupon, of course, my 40% coupon, and I got this one. It's the 5 Seasons of Quilts. I don't know if you've seen that one. Don't know how old it is, but I've only just found it, and I really like it. So it's got, what have we got here? It's got the winter. I love this one with the pumpkins. And this must be a summer because it's got a beach. Oh, a minute, that must be just winter. That's winter, autumn, summer, spring, and then there's a Christmas one. I don't know how bad the glare is, but I really love the spring and the pumpkin ones. I really love the pumpkin. I think that's what attracted me to it, this one here in the middle. So I'm gonna, after I finish some of the others, I'll get, you know, closer to be finishing, I'm gonna work on that one. So there are just a few of the designs. I have more, but I'll show you later on. A few of the things that I had picked up on our little DI hopping trips. We haven't been for a while because we've been all sick and everything like that, but I picked up these and I really liked them. And I wanted to show you what I have been purchasing. All right. I just purchased off of, I think it was eBay the other day, a punch needle. I am looking and deciding what type of hoop I want. I know a lot of people do the Morgan hoop, but I've been looking at another one. I've been watching Country Stitches, and Deb on there, she has a big one that's supposed to be like a quilting stand, but she uses it for punch needle as well. So I'm not sure. I've been looking at them. If anyone's got any ideas what a great punch needle hoop is, probably a lot of you would say the Morgan because I know it's really popular, so most likely I might get one of them. The hardest thing is I don't know what brand it was, but it's very much like a Morgan where you have the smaller one and then the bigger one on top joined, when I was the quilter back in Australia, and it's in my shipping container over there. Wish someone was going over there so I could get them to pick it up for me, but that's okay. I'll have two, won't I? So in our little hop, I found this one, which is really cute, and this is staying with me until maybe I do it, and then I might give it away, which is Bird and Brain Designs. It's called Harvest Crow. I got the little pattern for $1, and it's from California. Bird and Brain Designs. I don't know if they're still around. I'll have to check that out. I haven't even looked, but it was from 2005. I'll turn it this way. How cute is that, with the little crow and the pumpkins, of course. Okay. Oh, I like how it's got a little green phone too. So that's Bird and Brain Designs. I don't know if they're still around. Maybe someone can let me know what's happened to them. But that's really cute. I really like that one. And then another one, oh, excuse me, that I found was, oh, I just noticed that was originally from Shepherd's Bush for $8, but I only got it for $1. It's called Colonial Seasons by Historic Needlework Guild of Pennsylvania. I just thought they were really cute because they've got sheep, they've got chickens, beehives, flowers, barns, everything that I love. And I'm going to keep this one for myself. I just really like this one. Has anyone seen those? So I can't say, it's got the little sheep and the little beehive. I really like it. And the chickens down here, which we had chickens. Yeah. It was originally $8, but I got it for $1. Yeah, so I'm going to keep that one for myself. And another, excuse me, another two that I really found that I really love are not cross-stitch related, they're quilting related, but if you're into quilting, I know people do show quilts on there, and they show their cross-stitch, and they show their knitting and crocheting and everything. But I found this book at the DI. They were both $1.50. They're just amazing. This is from Thimbleberry's Big Book of Quilt Blocks. And I guess that's what I'm doing at the moment. Look at this one. It's a beautiful book. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Oh. Got all different and really easy to understand. So if any of you that are just getting into quilting or want to do quilting, it explains everything. Really easy. How to put them together, where to cut them, piecing. There's always little different designs. Look at these, some of these. They're so pretty. So I got this little book for $1. It's by Lynette Jensen. I got it for $1.50, and I just really thought it was adorable. Thimbleberries. I think I've picked up a couple of them now. So there's that one. Another one that I got, which was 300. I never do that many in my life. 301 Country Christmas Quilt Blocks. I'm just trying to see if I can find a really cute one. Let me have a look. Oh, there's a whole lot of them that quilt. Look at this Santa. So I'll show you the front first, won't I? 301 Country Christmas Quilt Blocks by Sherry Safford. I don't know, I probably said that wrong, but anyway. It's so cute. 301. Look at this inside. Look at this Santa. How funny is that? How cute is that? Made from a quilt, from fabric. There's that one. And let's have a look. Oh, there's more. Look how cute these are. Look at that one. Another Santa. I love this one here. This one's beautiful. A little mistletoe wreath. Let's have a look. We'll do this. I know there's a lot of you guys out there like me that are Christmas crazy. Oh, especially this one. Look at this one. Santa and his flag. Stocking here. Oh my gosh, I never really took a close look when I first bought it. Now that I'm looking at it even closer, I want to do some. Let's see what else is here. Let's have a look. This one. It's got even some stitchery in it. Look. kitty meow Christmas. Right, so here's one of the quilts put together with the old Singer sewing machine in front of it. So this is kind of, I guess why I like it is because this is kind of, sorry, I've got a sore eye. Kind of a lot of the quilt kind of quilting that I used to do back home, which was, you know, piecing, like it was quilting plus, you know, applique at the same time. Oh, look at this one. This one's so cute with the angel on the tree. There's the angel there. So cute. Let's have a look. Oh, this one's cute too. One more. Let's have a look. Cute one. Gee, they're all really cute, really. I'm trying to find one that's been pieced together. Hold on. This little sheep pillow. How cute is that one? So funny. There it is. Wow. I'm just trying to find one piece together where it's all pieced together. Oh, Jingle Bells one. So this one that I picked up for $1.50 is 301 Country Christmas Quilt Blocks. Might have to come out getting closer to November. And then the last thing, which I'm up to just over 30 minutes, which is perfect actually, because I have to head out in a minute. But I'm always looking for frames for my pieces. And I found this one at the DI for, I think it was $1.50. I just love the colour. The picture inside actually reminds me of Teresa Kagolk. I can never say her name. Sorry, Teresa. It reminds me of her paintings actually, and then it's got the beautiful little cardinals. I bought it just for the frame, but I actually like the picture inside as well. So I don't know if you can see the frame. It's like a dark green with this little border around it. So I bought it actually just for the frame. It was $1.50. Actually, yeah, $1.50. But I really like the little picture in it too. It's kind of cute. All right. Basically, that's all I have for you today, guys. I'm just thinking about what was coming up in the next couple of weeks. I have my niece coming out from the East Coast. She lives in Florida. She's coming over here for a convention. I have my mother-in-law coming the week after in March from Vermont. She's going to come for a week. We just had friends here for 10 days from Australia. And then at the beginning of March, we finally opened the nursery. So we've just been getting it all ready for the garden nursery. So it's going to be a busy month in the month of March. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done. Hopefully, though, I can get a little bit more sleep, so I feel a little bit more awake for these videos. I am grateful for this beautiful community that is so supportive for us. If you're interested in following me, I have this here Flosstube channel of Cricklewood Crossing. It comes under Cricklewood Crossing. I'm Jennifer, and then you can follow me on Instagram under the same name, Cricklewood Crossing, and I do have an Etsy shop that I'm just kind of starting to put a few things in there. There's going to be some probably project bags and some other little patterns going in there soon. So if you look up Cricklewood Crossing onto Etsy too. So all of the sites that I'm on are Cricklewood Crossing, except when I follow on Stitching with the Housewives, I come under my Jennifer Armstrong. So I've really been enjoying that Facebook site. It's amazing to see what everyone stitches. Grateful for everything. I am grateful for the opportunity to be with you, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. I might see you in 2 weeks. Maybe my daughter might come back. I might even have my husband on with his next project when I get him going on some of the sheep ones that I want him to do for me. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week stitching, and that you will be able to be safe in whatever you're doing. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, I wanted to come back and apologise for something that I said in my video. I was talking about the beautiful couple that we had met in Joanne's, and talked about her illness of ALS, and I had said ASL, and my daughter corrected me when she come out. So please forgive me in my naivety or my innocence in not knowing much about the illness. So I hope you can forgive me, and we'll go from there.